I had to fulfill my parents' dreams, so my career is in a mess. My children always irritate and annoy me. Every day the traffic makes me late. My wife wastes all my money. I have no savings. I have to help everyone with their jobs, so I cannot complete my jobs on time. When things don't really go your way, what is your response? Do you feel this way often? Is this a pattern? When we blame anything on the outside for our current situation, we are telling ourselves that our environment has more power over us. Robert Anthony puts it beautifully. When you blame others, you give up your power to change. Hello and welcome back. You are watching our series on Building Grit by the Catalysts. This is episode 5, Stop the Blame Game. If you like our work and want to motivate us to make more videos, subscribe to our channel The Catalysts to receive regular updates. So what exactly is blame? Daniel S. Lobel, a clinical psychologist, researcher and author, explains that blame is an act of assigning responsibility and designed to find fault. Accepting complete responsibility for our choices and behaviors is a sign of a healthy mind. With this healthy attitude, one acknowledges, takes responsibility for one's mistakes and makes amends. This empowers them, provides opportunity for self-improvement. It offers more control over themselves and the situation. Come to think about it, it enhances relationships and fosters mutual love and respect. Now, on the other hand, an unhealthy mind resorts to blaming, making excuses and finding fault with others. People with this attitude indicate they have no control over their lives. They are powerless and feel others are responsible for their situation. So let's examine, when things don't go our way, do we react or do we respond? Blaming is reacting and living with a victim mindset. Accepting our mistake, taking responsibility and trying to repair the situation is responding, which is a progressive approach. Don't get me wrong, our environment and circumstances can definitely have an effect on us. However, how much power we assign to these external elements depends solely on us. Well, there could be several reasons why we engage in this blame game. Please understand, blame is a defense mechanism. It protects our self-esteem and egos. It allows us to avoid recognizing our own flaws and shortcomings. Blame is also used as a weapon when we are in a combative mode and our agenda is to hurt the other person. Now, from your own experience, you will agree this is quite destructive in resolving conflicts. Often, because of our inability to understand the reason for our own or other people's behavior, or due to internal biases, we make illogical judgments. We end up questioning the intent and irrationally fix the blame. Finally, it is always easier to blame others rather than make the effort to accept responsibility and take corrective action to make a change. Steve Siebold, in his book 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class, explains different categories of awareness. People operating at the poverty and working class levels of awareness often see themselves as victims of the powerful. They blame other people for keeping them down. These could be parents, friends, bosses, and others. On the other hand, people at the middle class level of awareness tend to make safety and security their number one priorities. They hold on tightly to what they have and fail to see the real abundance in their lives. They blame other people, circumstances, and events for their shortcomings. Now, people at the average level of awareness are terrified of losing what they have, and they operate out of scarcity. They believe their supply of money is limited. If they lose what they have, they will never get it back. The majority of the population has this belief. These people avoid responsibility for their failures. Also, people at the upper class level of awareness tend to operate from their egos, and they are always protecting their egos. They are aggressive and ultra competitive. People at the world class level are a step ahead of the upper class. They operate from their spirit self rather than their ego self. They believe that they are responsible for their actions and decisions, and they rely completely on themselves. They realize they are completely responsible for their success and failure. They try to make a difference in themselves and the world. If they make an error in judgment, they repent and make amends, and they don't resort to making excuses, finding fault, or blaming others. They are the first to apologize. They are willing to change their beliefs if a more accurate truth is realized without their ego getting in the way. They are aware of the damage their ego can inflict and hence don't allow it to govern their behavior. Often, they may take responsibility for failures of others as well. They feel responsible for others and watch out for them. They create an emotional connection and foster loving, harmonious relationships. So now, I would like to invite you to reflect upon which level of awareness are you operating from. Quickly grab a paper and pen so we can work on our action steps for this week and try to reverse this situation. Think about a recent instance where you feel someone else was to blame. It could be a person or the chain of events or the environment, anything or anyone. Question 1. What was your role in that situation? Question 2. Is there another angle you haven't probably considered yet? How else can you handle the situation? What can you do to control, influence, or change the situation? If you don't do anything, what will happen? And finally, what are your learnings from this situation? I hope you have found this episode useful. I know it will take a lot of courage and gumption to acknowledge our mistakes as well as take responsibility for our actions. Put in the work, make the effort, and see the difference. See you next Friday, same time, same place, for episode 6, Being Authentic. Now, if you are struggling with any personal challenges, reach out to us. We would be happy to help. Share your experience in the comment section below. Stay blessed always.